Muggsy. What we need is a little fun and adventure.
The Cuphead Show is a hilarious, surreal, chaotic cartoon that adapts the fan-favorite video game by mixing classic animation techniques with modern timing and humor. Though fans of Cuphead may wish for a more faithful adaptation to the story, the show still provides one hell of a good time, with a focus on memorable characters, slapstick scenarios, and gorgeous animation. This cartoon proves Arcane was no fluke, and Netflix is in the business of making the video game adaptations we always dreamed of.
Cuphead, I'm not so sure.
You know what I do when I'm not so sure? I double down!
What does that even mean?
Comprising 12 episodes of around 11 minutes each, the Cuphead Show is a bit of an anomaly in today's streaming animation landscape. The episodes are completely standalone, focusing on short, wacky misadventures that Cuphead and Mugman get into while procrastinating from their chores around the house. The only exception is a two-parter episode that follows the one overarching story of the season, Cuphead accidentally owing his soul to the devil. Yes, the devil is an actual character here, and he's hysterical. Though there isn't much serialization and therefore not much of a need to binge the show in one sitting, the fun scenarios and the believable and memorable banter between the brothers make it quite easy to keep watching to the next episode. On that note though, the Cuphead Show has the aesthetics of a Depression-era cartoon. Rest assured that it's not all doom and gloom. Sure, there is some era-appropriate macabre imagery, you can't really escape it when the main villain is the devil himself, but the humor and comedic timing is much more modern. Exaggerated facial expressions, slapstick humor, and surreal characters make this more of an Animaniacs-like cartoon, with one foot in the present and one firmly in the past. Of course, the big draw of the Cuphead Show is its animation, and luckily the cartoon delivers on that front. Though a bit polished compared to the game, this is still an awe-inspiring show, mixing old techniques with new technology and offering plenty of eye candy and references to rival an MCU film. It features everything from a dance number that calls back to an iconic 1932 Betty Boop cartoon, to an entire episode paying homage to Silly Symphony's The Skeleton Dance. Of course, some of the wackiness of those 30s cartoons is dialed down a bit in order to appeal to mass audiences, but the spirit of the rubber hose style of animation is very much present in the way the characters emote with noodle limbs. And while you may come to the Cuphead Show for the animation, it's the characters that make it so enjoyable. This ensemble of relatable, likable, despicable, and outright memorable players makes the Inkwell Islands a place worth exploring. The brotherly relationship between Cuphead and Mugman is a delight to watch. They clearly care for each other, but also care so much about having fun that they may leave each other to lose their soul to the devil while getting distracted by carnival games. The season also introduces Miss Chalice, a character set to appear in the next DLC for the game, and she's already making her mark as a perfect foil for the brothers. But the best character by far is Elder Kettle, the father figure who loves his boys but cannot get a single moment of peace in between all the chaos and mayhem. And the voice acting is pitch perfect, as Cuphead and Mugman, True Valentino, and Frank T. Todaro wonderfully embody the energy of their characters, while Johanna adds just the right amount of seriousness as Elder Kettle.
Is amazing! I'm impressed with how fantastically I'm running this whole operation.
The Cuphead Show captures the essence of the popular game, giving fans old and new a surreal, exhilarating, chaotic, and all-around fun throwback cartoon with memorable characters and stunning animation. After Arcane and Castlevania, it's another feather in Netflix's cap for stellar video game adaptations. For another video game adaptation, check out what we thought of Uncharted, and for everything else, stick with IGN.